outside again. I came for the M's, I came for the win. Yeah, me and all my friends. It's a 4th century, man, we all going in. Big bro, I rock told. Better use what you got, get what you want. Swear to God, since that day, I've been cooking it back, trying to make this shit grow.
Yes, so.
Yes, sir.
Dude, it's been a minute, bro.
Yeah, man.
I want to catch up and like. So I guess what I'll do is I'll let's go from the beginning a little bit and then kind of where we're at now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I remember we were talking. First time we met. Shout out Big Lou. He handed me your number. He was like, he needs social media stuff. Go help this guy out. I'm like, all right, cool. So we start talking, and at the time, I think low key, bro, I don't even think I was living here in Cali yet.
No, actually, I think you were still in Miami, right?
I was in Georgia.
Oh, you were in Georgia?
I was still in Georgia. I was out there. Yeah, I was still out there.
That's right. It was Georgia.
Yeah.
And then you were coming out here.
Yeah, I was visiting, and I came out to visit once, and I met up with you.
And you were staying out in Riverside. You still out in Riverside, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fucking far ass place.
It's
so far, dude.
Here.
But
man, it's just expensive out here.
Oh yeah, for sure. LA's on a different level, dude. But
it's cool though. It's nice and you got good vibes.
Yeah, of course.
But nothing beats Miami.
Yeah, and that was pandemic time when we kind of first linked up, and that was a minute ago. It was basically like 4 years at this point now.
Yeah, I was like 30 pounds lighter.
Yeah, dog. Same, dog. Same.
Man.
Oh my goodness, dude. But
what happened?
Yeah, dude. So we just kind of kicked it. I linked up with you a few times. Kind of got some content. We're just kind of hanging.
No, for
Showed
sure.
me the studio life and what you do.
Yeah.
And
I was trying to get into that social media.
I know.
Daily social media. Man, that's tough, man.
It's a grind, bro.
That's really tough.
It's a grind.
Yeah.
Like even now for me, like with the podcast stuff and all that, like.
Especially when you live in the moment.
Yeah, I know, dude.
I like to just sit there and live in the moment.
I know.
So thinking about bringing out my phone and taking a video and then editing the video to put it out, I don't know.
And that's everybody, bro. Like most people, like even like artists I work with, it's like, why do we have to do this? And I'm like, it's just part of the life, bro. I hate to tell you, but
it is part of the life.
If you're not, if you're not posting,
because Instagram is your source
bread and butter,
more clients and more money, essentially, right?
Yeah, exposure.
So it's a brand building
situation.
Platform.
It is what it is.
Whatever, yeah.
Fucking business
vibes.
Yeah, but so basically, we linked up and started working and stuff. I remember, I think it was one of the times I was still in Georgia. I just want to do a little light flex, only because you're the man and you allowed me in this situation, which I appreciate you very much. It's my first time being in a high-level situation that I've never been in my life.
Oh, for real?
It was, I think you were in Atlanta, and I think you were Swae and working, doing some stuff. And you're like, come to the studio, let's, get some content or whatever before everybody shows up.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool, just shooting some stuff.
Blue Room.
We were just doing some, Blue Room, yeah. Mm-hmm. So we were out there. And
actually, shout out Blue Room. Shout out Bill from Blue Room.
Yo,
and
shout out.
Lion Share LA.
Shout out.
Good studios.
Yeah,
man.
dude, sick, bro, sick. And I was like, we're just hanging. Then this is why I always appreciate guys like you, like in industry, because we were just like, all right, it's time to go. Put the cameras away. People are about to arrive, so gotta shut it down. And I'm like, all right, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm like packing my shit up, getting ready to leave. I'm like, all right, bro, I'll catch you on the next one. And you're like, where you going? I'm like, I mean, you're about to go to work. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be, interrupting your flow and shit. You're like, hell nah, bro.
Just chill,
I'm
man.
gonna tell these people you with me, bro. It's all good. I'm like, okay. Chilling, bro. Swae shows up, meet him for the first time. He's really cool.
Yeah, man.
And Metro pulls up. I'm like, God damn, bro. What the hell? What the hell am I doing here, bro? Yeah. What am I doing here?
It's the name of being in the studio.
I know, dude. So I was like, my first time I was like in the room with like specific people. I'm like, holy shit. But this to you is like, this is a regular Tuesday for you. You know what I'm saying?
Regular. It's like it's always cool vibes.
Yeah. So that was a pretty cool scenario.
Yeah.
But then, we just, time goes on. You were still in LA working on stuff. I know you just always making moves, always doing stuff. And then I think at some point, you moved officially.
Yeah,
like through time.
To Miami.
Yeah.
Officially, but I was just traveling, just nonstop. Especially when I started doing the Swae's like live playback and effects and stuff. When I started doing that, then that just basically I didn't get much. I don't get much time to myself.
Yeah, for sure.
And then
for sure.
You got your girlfriend, so
yeah.
She takes up some time.
Yeah, for sure.
And after that, it's 24 hours is over.
I hear that, bro. I hear that completely.
Yeah, 7 days a week. Next thing you know, 6 months go by.
Yeah, bro. I mean, bro, because even the time, like, when we, like, kind of just, like, you did your thing, we all kind of just, focused in, locked in and stuff. Like, it'd been already, like, a year or so. You moved, and I just seen you on the gram, dog. You were, I mean, bro.
Just traveling.
Everywhere, bro. Like, all over the world. I mean, over here, over there.
I feel like it's light work compared to, like, when I was touring.
Yeah.
More, because like all that touring stuff was like, a different city every day or a different country when you're in Europe.
Yeah.
Different country. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, it's kind of a blessing of being. It's one of the blessings of being an engineer on the road.
Hell yeah.
Because it's like it's that, but it's still long hours and sometimes you're just fried,
dude,
and you gotta go to the airport and hop on this flight, and then you're
just
on this
done,
you're on this plane, window seated up,
out.
Let everybody leave me alone. I'm knocking out, and then you hear, put your headphones on. This little baby gonna annoy the shit out of me.
It's tough,
put your headphones on,
it's crazy.
You just have your pros and cons.
Yeah, for sure. No, I know you've always gotten down, bro. And I know it's like obviously. For anyone that doesn't know, like, working with artists and like big artists, like, it's crazy. It's a different level of like, professional work and stuff. So
I mean, you get to see a new city or city, new country, whatever, every day.
Yeah,
it's always different, and it's like like the other day I was in Seattle, and man, I just kind of found a new love for Seattle. I don't know. You just.
What was it? What'd you like about it? Like this time around?
So they have this lake over there, and they had, I think they're called the Blue Angels. They're like the airplanes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like jets that fly around and do like little tricks and stuff.
Yeah.
Little smoke comes out. And,
hell yeah.
Yeah. So they were doing all the little tricks, and you see everybody just around the lake.
Chilling,
watching, drinking, having a good time,
That's
so
dope.
It just kind of was like, damn, this is a cool vibe. Like,
and
everybody kind of knows each other around this lake,
Yeah,
that was pretty cool. It's a pretty cool vibe, man.
Damn, Seattle. I haven't been. I heard it's lit. I heard it's
Seattle's
great
always
time.
like a cool, like, very kind of hipster vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
So I've always like felt the vibe of Seattle.
Yeah,
just never was. Just always been hit and go, and that's kind of like the cons, because sometimes you're in a country or city and you're like, oh, I just kind of want to go explore, but now you don't have time because you have to go sound check. After you sound check, you're like exhausted. I gotta go get food. As soon as I go get food, now we gotta go put the show on. Show's 2 hours away still, so but we're like in the city still, so that's cool. But we go do the show, come back, and we still in the car for couple hours, especially like when you're in New York and you gotta hit them,
especially New York, dude.
You got them 2-hour drives,
bro. I try to do one time where I was doing some content out there in New York for an artist, and basically like he's like, come, we were in like Staten Island, and he's like, we're gonna go to like Times Square, basically like Manhattan. He's like, just come with me, let's get some more out there. And I had so this was at like noon. 1 p.m. And he goes, let's go now because your flight is at 7. We'll go over there. It was at 6. We'll go over there, get our little thing. He's like, I'll get you an Uber and send you right back. But I was leaving out of Newark.
Okay.
So we were in Manhattan. So I get in the car, bro.
Underneath the fucking
6 p.m. flight out of Newark. I get in the car leaving Staten Island. We didn't get to Manhattan until like 4:30, bro.
Damn.
Just like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like I never, and I thought LA was bad.
Man,
New York is crazy.
LA at least has some parts you can kind of dip off.
You can cruise off in.
When you're in New York, you're
gridlocked, bro. You're done.
You can't even
just sitting there.
Yep, and you there's nowhere to go unless you get out the car.
Literally, bro. And I literally just like
crazy.
shot some content for like an hour, so it's like basically 5 at this point or whatever, like maybe like 4 or 5, and the flight's at 6:30 or something, and it's in Newark.
Yeah,
and I'm fucking Manhattan.
And you gotta go under that fucking bridge.
I was like, I look at the GPS at like 5 p.m., like 4:45, 5 p.m. or something like that, and I looked at it, and it told me like 2 hours.
Yeah,
and my flight was at 6:30.
Damn.
So I was like,
and you didn't make it, huh?
I didn't even try.
I didn't even try.
Yeah. I just hit my people up. I'm like, look, bro, I'm not gonna make
gotta
it.
Extend
I'm not
it.
gonna make it.
You gotta extend it out. I need the next flight.
Yeah, that's basically what happened.
They said,
I was
well,
like,
we could put you on standby.
yeah.
They hit you with that one.
But I didn't even go, bro. I was like, I'm not even gonna go deal with it because I already know they're gonna just hit me with the whole like, we'll put you on standby for like 12 hours. I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather just chill in the city and just catch a night and then just deal with it the next morning or whatever.
For real.
But luckily, yeah, you want to catch a little, little smoke, smoke.
Yeah, actually, I don't even know where my lighter's at.
We could pause it for a second.
We could. I'm back.
That one's going? Perfect.
Skirt,
Just had to catch the vibes, I had to catch some vibes.
Yeah,
real quick. Man. Beautiful. Just catching a little break real quick,
A little break.
a little light break. So damn, bro, Miami now. I mean, that's because I remember I told you back in. That's basically because I was born here, but I grew up there most of my life in Florida. So that's like my stopping ground. So you told me you moved out there. I'm like, oh, that's lit times,
Man.
Lit times out there.
I got my girlfriend out there.
Oh, nice.
And she's actually from the Midwest, so that was cool.
Okay.
That like me and her kind of on the same vibe. You know what I'm saying? And then all else where I'm focused on is just trying to get this music, man.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get this music done.
I hear that, bro.
Music brings the money, so
Absolutely.
as long as I'm just consistently trying to cook,
yeah,
it's gonna come.
For sure.
I'm learning instruments and stuff.
Because you're in your producer bag and you'd be producing and like.
Yeah, but like I didn't really know instruments like that. Like I started off as a DJ, and then DJing kind of led me to where I thought mixing or engineering. I was like, oh, mixing, that's what DJs do.
Yeah.
But then you look at it, so I started like Cool Edit Pro and like, Audacity.
Yeah,
like the little free versions and stuff. And then even FL Studio when it was Fruity Loops, played around with that. And then all that was just a hobby. Right. And then DJ, I was like, I want to DJ as like my career.
For sure.
And then.
Damn, Randy wanted to be a DJ.
Yeah. And then I used to make mixtape CDs.
Oh, really?
DJ all types of crazy shit. Just in Milwaukee. But then, we used to have like a little frat house, but nobody was in college. But it was like a big ass party house.
I bet.
And then that's where actually it was a little before that we started a group me where I was the DJ and basically recorded.
Yeah.
And then my buddy was the producer, and then we had a rapper in the group.
Dope.
So the rapper, he he kind of made his way around, but didn't really pursue. But the producer's actually my buddy Steve.
Oh, okay.
And he came to, or he eventually was like, man, I want to produce, and we're not really making stuff because our rappers stopped rapping.
Mm-hmm.
So our group wasn't really thriving like we should. So he's like, I want to move to Atlanta. And I was like, I want to go to Atlanta. And then when he moved to Atlanta, he's like, bro, you would kill this program called Pro Tools. You need to pick that program up.
The introduction to Pro Tools.
Yeah, so I was like, Pro Tools? So, at the time I had a Windows computer, like a $200 Windows computer. Yeah. It didn't work for nothing. Yeah. And then I found a cracked version of Pro Tools.
Nice.
So I'm every day studying. I'm recording myself. I created my own little booth. I even did it with the little egg cartons.
Oh, my goodness.
Terrible. I don't even know why the hell I even did that. It was the wrong egg carton. It's supposed to be like little foam mattress
that's right.
But I put egg cartons and then I used like Pink Panther foam to
Wow.
make like the outside surrounding of the booth.
Must have helped a little bit though.
Yeah, it was a little bit, but but now that I look at it, I'm like, that was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Really, if you use moving blankets,
That's it.
that's all you really need. Just
Yeah.
create a little closet area with moving blankets.
Easy.
Yeah, little.
Easy.
Yeah, easy. Then, yeah, you save yourself sound. Good. You get yourself some pretty decent sound.
Hell
You
yeah.
don't need. It doesn't need to be so great anymore.
No, I know.
Now you got one plug-in that'll fix all that. You know?
Literally, dude.
Literally. You know.
That's what I'm saying too. Like, because what I want to do too, and I, obviously having someone like you on it, like just a couple questions and stuff like that
Yeah,
for
man.
like the
For sure.
up and comings and people
For sure.
or even people in the industry that can learn. But like,
For sure.
I know there's one thing
I'm
that,
still learning.
Yeah,
So you never
exactly.
stop learning.
Exactly.
I could probably teach somebody something, but I could learn from that person
Right.
something too.
Right.
I could learn something from you for
Shit.
from Pro Tools,
Yeah. Yeah.
You might be like, "Hey, did you know if you click this, that?" What?
Right.
I didn't know that. I've been doing it this way this whole time.
Exactly.
And that happens all the time.
All the time, dude.
All the time.
Watch these YouTube videos, all these tutorials. They're like, what? This is the shortcut for this thing? It's like,
Yeah. I've been doing it this way the whole time, and I just saved myself 3 seconds.
why didn't I know this?
Damn.
I know for sure, like, because I know there was one thing that stuck out to me, and this is something that, shout out to B-Star. He's like the artist I work with. You met him at the party yesterday.
Yeah.
That's like our,
Mhm.
that's our team. And there was something that I remember, like, when I first started linking up with you and, like, seeing, like, the, like, the levels to this game. I remember telling him, like, early on when I first met him, because he was like, oh, like, I'm recording music or whatever. And I'm like, cool, like, what you got, And then he showed me a couple songs, whatever.
Mhm.
I think it was, like, a couple songs. It might not just been him, just some other artists as well that I know. But, I'm recording a track, a week or whatever, a couple songs a week or whatever.
Mhm.
I remember that one time you were, like, showing me, all, like, hard drives or whatever. Like, you were, like, they're just stacked up. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And you were like, oh, that's this dude's songs.
Yeah.
And I was like, how many songs are in there? You're like, bro, this guy has like 5,000 songs on these hard
Man,
drives. I was
what?
like, what? And that was like the first time that I heard like, so many songs being like done by, an artist.
Well,
so,
like there was a point in time where we were creating like 10 songs a night,
That's crazy.
Yeah. And like Swae, is just one after that. And essentially like I'm just like a tool.
Yeah,
Swae,
for
So
sure,
it's
for
really
sure.
just how whatever his vibe is in the moment.
Yeah.
I gotta help, basically bring that feeling with how it sounds sonically and
Yeah.
make sure that he stays in the vibe,
Right.
and he's pretty self-sufficient, so it's not hard. I would say it's just hard because I do give him, basically a mirrored mic and mouse where he can make edits himself.
Right.
So there's only one pointer,
Mm-hmm.
one little clicker. So, whereas like I might be moving stuff and trying to, edit a frequency or
Yeah.
man, I just hear this resonating. Let me go try to pull it out, and then I go there real quick, but I'm trying to move slow so I don't take too much out. Or,
Right.
and, or whatever, and then you might take the mouse, not knowing that I'm making edits.
Yeah.
He's not paying attention to what I'm doing.
Right.
He
Right.
just vibing out, and then he like, oh, okay, I want to keep this word that I did right here, and he might have been doing a take 20 times, and he just however he needs to get it out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But I guess for me, the thing was like the volume of it. So I remember telling like even like other artists that I met too, I'm just like, bro, because they would tell me like, oh, a couple songs a week or whatever, and I'm just like, bro, look,
if you ain't doing, if you ain't consistent and doing it like a regular job,
mm-hmm.
you ain't doing it. And mind you, I would say success is how much you put into it.
Right. Right.
So you could have the talent, but not have the work ethic,
Right.
and not succeed with nothing because nobody knows or sees anything that you're doing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So you could not have the skills and have 100%, 150% work ethic. And
Right.
You're pushing everything and all that you have into this is what I do every day, all day. This is what I love to do 'Cause that's also another thing, having that passion and love. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's like, you have that passion and love, then it just, next thing you know, you're, it ain't even work for you.
Yeah.
You know? You're doing 12, 15, 16, 17 hours straight, you know, taking little breaks to eat and stuff like that, but not really taking breaks.
Yeah, you're just
get
going
up,
for it.
Like, I'll go make myself coffee, come back, and I'm just back in it, you know, just back vibing and whatever, you know.
Yeah.
You know, doing whatever I need to do to make the song better, or add whatever sauce, juice.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. On to the next one.
That's so crazy, bro.
And then you just take the best ones, because I really feel like it's like a numbers game, right? It's like, you know, it's you know, and now they have more options too, where they have like sync and they had that before, but you know, it's easier. I feel like it's easier now.
Yeah.
To get seen.
Those. Right.
And you know, you have all these options of how you can distribute your music to make money off of it. So if you just keep creating, and you can create beats and get those placed in certain sync situations, and then you can create songs with other people, get those placed, and really just creating assets for yourself.
Yeah.
Long-term assets. But they aren't anything until, you know, until they start making money, I guess, right?
Right.
Or until
That's
they
true.
start being seen. But what do you want to create? You want to create stuff for the movies? I don't know. You want to create stuff for little brands?
Yeah.
Or all the above shit.
Yeah.
I say all the above.
Yeah, for everything. For literally everything.
Let my music be heard everywhere.
That's so true, bro. I'm glad I got to experience that shit. 'Cause I've actually told a lot of people that, bro, like, just people, you know, artists that I've just see one time in my life and move on. If I could just tell them, like, if you're not doing that many songs, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just being real with you. Like, I want to be a buck with you, bro.
It's got to be quality too, and then
yeah, I know. How does that even, like, I guess, yeah, that's probably another good question too, is like, how do you keep the quality, you know what I'm saying, when you're just fucking banging them out, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think some of Swae's best friends and my best friends are producers. So,
oh, okay, there you go.
You know, they are always in there cooking up and making music, making beats. We're always in the studio, whereas my job, just as, you know, an engineer, vocal producer, you know, I just kind of, you know, either provide a vibe or go with the vibe, you know, follow the vibe, whatever it needs to be, you know. You know, at the end of the day, Swae is crazy writer.
Yeah,
you know,
insane.
And he sings great, so, you know,
insane.
My job just being that tool is good enough. Shit.
To catch it.
Yeah. Shit.
Hell yeah,
eventually, you know, I want to be like, I see some of these producers out there that do like what I'm like, damn, this will eventually be where I'm gonna be at. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
When I get older.
Hell, when you get old, this so you wanna,
like a Rick Rubin type.
Oh, okay,
you know?
okay.
That would be a cool vibe, man, for real.
Yeah, Rick is on some chill vibes.
Yeah, and he's like, you know, you just feel like you just know, okay, this you just know what sounds good, and then how to get there is, you know, or if you can, and I feel like I add to everything that I do. I always add and make it levels higher with everything, you know. And, you know, obviously you have your misses, but, you know, if you're consistent with it, you know, your misses are going to be less and less.
The numbers game works for you.
Yeah, and it's like a build, because I feel like if you don't do it for a while, you get rusty.
Oh,
you know, you get rusty. So you get back into it and you're like I'm
just in the rhythm, bro. You're in sync.
Yeah, you just you first start off and you gotta like work that rust off.
Yeah.
And then you work that rust off and you back in it. It's like working out, man. If you don't work out for 2 weeks, you get back in it, you're like,
you're dead. You're dead,
my,
bro.
my
You're dead.
Back. Oh, my legs.
You're dead.
And then you work out for 2 weeks and then you're back in and you're like, oof, man, shit, I'm floating.
I will say, I want to go on this too. I will say this. You are consistent with the workout stuff, because even today you're like, I got to get it running before we do this.
I haven't been, though.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, I haven't been, but let me go back to some passion. This man, the first time I ever did yoga was at one time, which shit I was like, what the hell am I doing?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, like,
that shit hurt, but it
man.
felt good after though. After I was done, I'm like, damn.
It's like a release,
bro. Yoga, especially there's just one that we
it's
it was like where you like, and it just released like all this like back tension. I'm like, oh my god, bro,
for real.
God. This shit was crazy. The runs, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
And then it's like you got to stay consistent, though.
Yeah, I know.
That's the problem. I'm more consistent in the studio
for sure
than I am, working out. But it's sometimes, just knocking out them hours. You got to sacrifice something.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm doing that. Plus, I'm kind of like, I always picking up an instrument now. So it's like, when I was just always in Pro Tools, just consistent. I'm still always in Pro Tools, but now I'm like, okay, now I pick up before I was focused mainly on like these plugins. What does this plugin do? What does this plugin do? Now I'm like, okay, now I kind of have my batch of plugins that I use, so my go-to plugins, but now I want to experiment with other ones, and I want to experiment with different instruments, different keyboards, and some old shit, some new shit, playing the guitar. I just kind of like in my head, I just kind of unlocked what the notes on the fretboard. So I'm understanding that now, so I know what goes together, and sonically and stuff like that. So I can hear it a little more now. So now, it's just keep leveling yourself up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a level up for me. Learning that stuff.
Hell yeah, dude.
Learning shit, I'm learning every day.
Hell yeah,
that's
dude.
all you got to do. I feel like
day.
that's, if you ain't learning,
you
ain't growing.
You sleep.
And if you're not growing, you're just wasting time.
Wasting all the time, bro. Ain't that the truth?
Shit, make it better.
Really? Damn, we've been chilling, bro.
For real?
Been chilling, dog.
I can go for another hour.
Okay, cool. All right, we gonna get just a couple more minutes and then we'll call it. But
we'll do a little shout outs, like.
Oh yeah, let's do some shout outs. You got some shout outs?
How we do it, like Beezy. No, what's that little where it'd be like little, how they be like the Disney Channel be like, oh, it's Disney Channel.
The Disney Channel.
You know what I'm talking about?
The Beezy Show.
The Beezy Show.
Next up, Randy Lanphear on this amazing episode.
Said, I'm Randy Lanphear, and you are now in the Beezy Show. So.
Ooh, we're clip that, clip it.
Something like that, right?
We're gonna clip that. We're gonna clip that for sure, bro. Oh my god, this has been.
So you are now watching the Beezy Show.
Hell yeah, and I'm gonna do like two different like posts. So I'm gonna do one and then do another one and be like, which one do you like better?
Which one
as the intro
like?
for the Randy Lanphear episode.
The Randy Lanpheer
bro.
Episode. That'll be hard.
I say.
That's how you gotta do it, though.
Yeah.
You do the podcast. You gotta have them do like a little, You know how they be saying like how I said, I'm Randy Lanphear. This is the Beezy Show.
Yeah. Yeah, I do a little intro sometime just to give them get it started.
Yeah.
And then I should do an outro. Maybe the outro is what maybe like a cool outro.
Something like that, or it'd just be like little snippets that you can put even in other people's little things.
Yeah,
true. Like a commercial kind of.
True. Oh, we doing commercials all the time, bro. That's my shit. Even though Beanard says my commercial game's kind of weak, but I beg to differ. It is what it is. It is what it is. Well, man, I mean, I'm glad we got to sit down and chill, bro. I know you got so much stuff going on, and I guess we'll just end it with, what you
I got is the same shit I do every day.
Yeah.
Go to the studio. I try to stay consistent with my exercise. That's the first thing I think about. Try to stay eating healthy.
Yeah.
And I try to. And sometimes that's hard, especially when you're like, I need some coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you worked all night, so sometimes you don't get it. I'm glad, we really only working 9. Yeah, I think I was done at 9 this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, 9?
Yeah.
And what did I tell you, bro? I said he left at 9 at the party. And then
I was going to the studio. No, I left
bro.
at 8:20, 8:30.
Well, yeah. But let's,
I got to the studio about 9.
That's what I'm saying.
I flew. I was like, phew.
Damn.
And then
you stayed in until 9 a.m. this morning?
yeah, it's about 8:39. Yeah, it was literally it was like 9.
God.
And then
How much did you guys do?
So we worked 7 records, I think. 7 different
Damn.
songs, and listened to a bunch.
Of course.
We went through a bunch of
you gotta listen to some stuff.
old songs, and Swae wanted to go through and just kind of organize some things. So we did that, which didn't take very long. I thought it would have taken way longer, but you know, it was like 6 months of music, just one after another. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, move this one here. Boom, boom, boom. Move this one.
Yeah.
You know. So
Yeah.
that. And there's a lot of songs, but I guess when you're sifting through it, it's not really hard to sift through. You know?
Yeah.
There's probably at least 100 records.
Golly, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Not that bad though.
I mean, it's not that.
It's not that crazy.
Yeah, it's
100 records is.
That's still insane, bro. Like the number, it's such a high volume.
Bangers.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's also the other thing, right? It's like because these are what completed, like basically.
No.
Well,
These are. I would consider them all rough.
Like a nice
rough rough songs.
Okay.
Some of them are rough ideas. Some of them are rough songs.
Okay, got you.
Like full songs.
Yeah.
Some of them, but I would consider them all rough, and not rough as in like fully like, because some of them are written and all done, but still need to be like mixed. And you know, actually all of them really, because it's hard to like do all the mixing right then and there.
Right.
Especially when he gets into a vibe and he takes over.
Yeah, it's game time.
Yeah, I gotta like work in between him taking the mouse. I gotta anticipate when he's gonna take the mouse away, and still do certain things like add certain reverb or try to put some delays here and there, you know, stuff like that. So I've been trying to incorporate and manage, you know, where I can be a little more efficient,
right,
in making it more mixed. But yeah, I still consider them roughs.
Yeah, for sure.
I consider going in to the details.
Oh, that's what it's
moving certain words and
totally
certain
mixed.
things,
Yeah,
and taking the S sounds in certain words down a little bit. You know, certain things just very detailed oriented.
Right.
And I feel like that comes during the mix mode. In mix mode, you're just like, okay, let me dial this sonically in. Let me dial this in. Let me put this delay. Let me actually tweak the delay a little bit so it sounds this way instead of like this way.
Right.
Whereas more of my rough mix, my rough sound, just to get it done real quick.
Right.
Just to get the idea out, you know.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
So next step, mix.
That's where it's about to be.
Yeah.
Real soon.
That's where I want to sit there for hours and just try new shit and see what I can come up with different, you know.
Yeah.
And what I can add to it. Yeah.
And when does as far as like mixing and stuff, like once you guys have like you know, all this stuff, all this music, you know what I mean, all the, you know, basically just like what you feel is like almost album ready mode type stuff. What do you like? How do you make that decision to like, okay,
well,
or like the team's decision on like, okay, which songs are gonna go on like an actual album?
I feel like that's Swae's decision.
Yeah.
He's the, you know, whereas I can just give him my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, but
is there like a time where everything stops and it's like, all right, let's start completing this thing. Like, let's make the actual.
Now.
Yeah.
The time. Beezy is now.
Yeah. Right? So you guys are putting it together, basically.
Yeah, we putting it together.
Dang.
You know, we're just trying to knock out. You know, I feel like we're never gonna stop recording.
Of course.
What? Recording is just part of our everyday
life.
But as far as like getting into mix mode, that's a little different of a mode, I guess. And we're still making records, so now we have it like, okay, these are these records, but let's see if we can come up with some more over here, more over here. Let's mess with this producer.
It just doesn't stop.
Let's do this, yeah. It's still gonna do it because Black Beatles was last song idea. Just
wow,
you know, and Black Beatles was literally, so Steve was mixing Black Beatles, and then, I guess they were still on like version 12 or something.
Wow.
And Steve was like, "Man, I have this vacation set. Man, I need to go on this vacation. Like, there's not much if like everything sounds good. All you need to do is like move things around. 'Cause that's basically all we were doing in that mode, was moving things around. And Swae liked this verse. Mike liked this other verse. So they were trying to figure out a way to put it together.
Right.
Finally put it together. Swae recut some things, but I'll tell you this. So I was getting off of a show. So we were doing shows at that time.
Right.
And we had just landed, and I see a text message from Mike Will, and he said, "Hey, I need you to go to the studio.
Yeah.
I need you to finish the mix on Black Beatles."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Shit, okay." Now I'm fried. I'm like, "Damn, we just this whole weekend of fly dates of, basically
just killed you."
What you do is you go from one show, you leave at like 3 a.m., catch the flight at 6, be there about 12, rehearse till like 3, 4, or not rehearse, but sound check till like 3, 4, put the show on at 10. Do it again next day for the next show. Do it again next day for the next show. Sunday, go back.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You're leaving Thursday morning or Thursday night, Friday morning, coming back Sunday night.
That's crazy.
So, I was exhausted. So I get back. Mike tells me pull up. So I pull up to the studio, and I'm waiting for somebody to call me. I put my phone on my chest, and I fell asleep in my car.
Oof.
I woke up. It's 8 in the morning.
Oof.
I'm getting a tan. You know what I'm saying? Is that in L.A.?
Out.
In L.A.?
Yeah.
By Larry B Studios. So I'm like, nobody called me last night. Like, what the So I go to my go back to the crib, and then they said, "Man, where you at?" "Everybody's at the studio." I said, "What? Man, I was just there." I said, "Pull up." So I pull up, and it was just me and Maddox Chin, and that's my dude right there. And we were, he did his thing, and then we like swapped around some verse parts for Swae's, edited some for Jimmy's, added that outro, that little whoa, all that little stuff, and bam, record was done. Everybody was happy.
Nice.
That was the last little tidbit that made the album. You know,
that's
what I'm
crazy.
Go crazy. So,
and that was just some like last minute, just like it came together at the end, basically.
Yeah, yep, came together at the end.
Damn.
Teamwork from everybody on the team, so it was great. Yeah.
So anybody who wants to know what it takes to make a damn hit record,
Man,
you're gonna be
work
tireless for a long time.
Tireless? No, you just gotta work. But that was all them.
Yeah.
I just helped.
No, you were definitely there, brother. You were definitely in the
there.
process.
Yeah, I was there. But it was cool though. It was cool to get that phone call and to show up over there.
Yeah.
And for nobody to be there the first time, and then have to go back. And then I actually went back. I downloaded because I didn't download the session from Steve yet, so I had to go there. We downloaded the session. Man, Maddox did his thing. Actually, Maddox might have already had it actually when I came in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he might have already had it downloaded, and I already had downloaded it too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's been years ago.
I mean, that's one for the books, though.
One for the books.
That is one for the books on that goddamn catalog.
I tell you, man, that is pretty amazing record.
I think that was a beautiful way to end it, bro, with that sick ass story.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. We'll call it, man. Yeah, dude. Appreciate you for sitting down and
man,
chatting it up. It was really cool to get it on tape so we can hang and have it online forever and ever and be like, look, we did it. We fucking did it.
We fucking did it.
Randy, you're the man. Thank you so much,
You're
dude.
the man, Beezy.
I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you too.
You guys, you want to do some like plugs? You want to do some like where people can find you if they want to find you? Or
just Instagram.
IG.
IG Randy _ Savage.
There you
the
go.
Cologne.
There we go. We'll put the links up and
It's really like Savage.
yeah, hell yeah. And we'll
But,
put all that
Randy
stuff up so you guys
Savage.
can check it
I
out.
just try to play with it a little bit. But yeah. So we'll have a new segment coming up, and it's gonna be getting Beezy high.
that's
Then
when these cameras
we'll
turn
have
off.
a conversation.
Yeah, then we'll have a real conversation. Guys, I love you.
The birds started laughing.
There you go. The birds just are laughing. That's hilarious. We're gonna keep that in the edit. Guys, I love you. What is it? Like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Comment, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.